1, 2, 3. So you can sync them up if you need to.
Yeah, I'm just...
Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Get into the habit now, so that way it's easier later.
No, true. I don't mean. So we're... Yes, we need to nail down and revamp our judgment system, or by which we rate these things. So, going back to just talking about this, one is, would you buy it yourself? As in, you go to a corner store and buy said thing.
Yeah.
Spend hard-earned money on...
Yeah, and so far the two that we've tried, yes, I would. If it was in a myriad of other choices of unknowns, yes.
I know this one is
good, at least drinkable.
Right.
Palatable, as one might say.
Yeah, she's so big that she won.
So I feel...
Gosh, there's like so much fucking shit still on there. So you feel?
I feel that one is just fine on its own. It says what it means. There's no real super thought process into trying to decipher it. It makes sense without any explanation.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
Number 2, would you share?
Yeah, that's...
That one starts becoming ambiguous because you have a good beer that I would share. You have crappy beers that I would share. In fact, I've been known to take my good beers and put them down on a shelf and back in my refrigerator and put my cheap beers up more closer to eye level and pull forward as to hide my good beers. Now, that's not to say that I'm not willing to share those good beers that are hidden in the back. It's just that you have to
want to make
more,
it work for it a little bit.
I want them to be more...
You don't want the drunk guy in the front, hey, can I have some of this Hertz and Sloggins? You're thinking in your head, that was $15 a bottle. No!
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is the most ambiguous of the
those
three.
Yeah.
So, would you share? So the first one is for you. Would I buy this for me to put in my refrigerator and for myself to consume?
Yeah.
Okay, that one's for me. The second question's gonna be for your buddy, I assume. Or like...
It could be. I mean, we could completely revamp the second question entirely. It doesn't have to be for somebody else. That's just happened to be the line of questioning that you threw out in the first video. We could completely scrap that second and start it from scratch.
Do we have a better one?
And there's our problem. We are looking at the route. Could we refine that? Do we want to expand on that question so that way it's not...
So not scrap it, just tack on some boards and some sides.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you share it at like say have a qualifier? Would you share it with a friend? Still kind of ambiguous. Would you share it with a stranger? Huh? Kind of adds a note to it.
Yeah.
That's like different. I don't think I would just randomly hand a stranger a beer that I didn't know something about. Would you share it with a stranger? Would you bring it to a party?
Why am I handing a beer to a stranger in the first place?
Working in the service industry, you're going to do it all the time. As a bartender, I would sell especially that sailboat. I would sell out of that in one fucking night. I would push that on every single table and push it on every single customer.
Everyone that asks, what's a good beer? This one right here.
Yes.
You didn't hesitate. No, I didn't.
Yeah, anybody who's asking for anything other than like a Guinness is gonna get accidentally. Oh, I thought you said this. Here, have this anyways. This is amazing.
I'll get you your beer right now. Oh, you don't want that beer now? Oh, okay.
You, sir, make it out of my bar.
Yeah.
You have horrifying taste. Fine. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like.
I mean, we can add on those 3 qualifiers, and since that's typically your portion to ask.
I'm just gonna tactfully turn this the fuck over. Would you share with Buddy? Buddy and friend has such different connotations for what you're all doing. You know,
Yeah.
if you say share with a friend, I think at like a dinner with food and stuff. If you say share with a buddy, I'm thinking like campfire, you know, roasting weenies, or you know, buddy has an infinitely less formal connotation to it
Yeah.
than friend, and then stranger is even completely different.
Yeah.
Would you share with a buddy, stranger? Would we want to add a qualifier for saying in the service station? Would you share this with a customer? Like,
I would almost put that in the qualifier of stranger, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not handing a beer to a stranger unless they're showing up at a party as a guest,
right?
As a +1 or plus however many I've told my friends to bring.
You know, we could obsolete like half of this. We could say, would you hand this to someone else to impress them? That takes out all of those qualifiers. Because we all secretly want our buddies to be impressed with whatever it is. Our taste in beer, our taste in women, our taste in cars. It's all a subtle social reflex of subtly wanting us to be accepted and be
Validated.
Yes. Would you share it with someone else
Santa Claus Jr.
for to impress them or to be validated by them?
Now you gotta think of the way to send
Yeah.
ask that question without coming across as a complete douche.
Yeah.
And it's a little message to y'all, cause
Again, you wordsmith, I'll let you
Blubber, man, when she cuts a fine, she'll
mull
knock
that
down.
one over in your brain for a minute.
I said, Blubber, she's so
All right, then 3.
bad.
Do you think that 3 is too much like 1? That the would you go out of your way to get it would be too much like would you buy it? Because ultimately you're
Three
going
might
out of
be-
your way to go buy it anyways. You're just talking about a variance of degrees.
Yes, 3 might be more canon towards a part of the question.
Yeah,
Alright, would you buy it? Alright, how far out of your way would you go?
dip to the ribs, man, child.
Because if you're going, you are right. But the reason I
Well said,
was more willing to see 3 as a almost question of its own or a thing of its own was things like my personal favorite beer, the Whitney One. I was willing to go 30 minutes out of my way for that beer to try and get, just to try and get that beer, because it was rumored this place had it.
Okay.
But there's a lot of beers that I'm not gonna just go out. I'm not gonna go the 20, 30 minutes out of my way. I'm gonna go the 5, 10 minutes to the closest liquor store, pick up X, Y, or Z, and if my favorite one's there, yeah, of course I'm gonna grab that one. But if I'm really craving my favorite one, then I'm looking at going the extra mile.
Well, I'm a gin so cold after in my ear.
Okay, so
That would be the only reason why I would distinguish between the two, between 1 and 3, but
Distinguish is exactly the word I was looking for.
I was calling you Smith.
I was just a trapdoor spider, just waiting for those words to come by.
Yeah.
Got that one. We may at some point have to buy monocles and
Find me in a church.
just as props.
To what ends?
I feel like it's just gonna head that way. Like ultimately, it's just gonna head that way. You wouldn't wear a taka?
Oh no, don't put it past me. I'm not saying that in the
We can walk past the guard. Just there you go. Keeping your whole face clenched on a monocle is not as easy as
No, it's not. It's really not.
Yeah. No.
And it got to the point for those people that it was just...
Yeah. Just like a freaking reflex. Yeah. No, I understand why they're on, like, most of them, the latter ones are on rods or, like, the balance of the nose. And just,
Yes.
My baby's name on my home.
I always wondered what the purpose of a monocle was. Was one of your eyes just so shitty?
Oh, sure. Yeah, one of your eyes is totally non-dominant. Like, you know how to tell you're dominant, right?
Oh yeah, and I can force a swap on them. It just gives me a headache after a while.
Oh, well, mine...
Because I'm typically left eye dominant, but when I shoot with my right eye. And I've learned...
I'm the same way.
I've learned to
Left and
force
right.
the dominance onto my right eye to focus out primarily of my right eye. But if I do it enough, like if I switch between the two enough, it starts giving me a migraine. It's a pain in my ass.
I can understand. Well, for the reason I bring it up is that my non-dominant eye is significantly less sharp of microscopic detail than my dominant eye. And so I can only imagine what it must be like with some people that...
Yeah.
I remember growing up in the 80s, there was a group of kids at my private school that had to wear eye patches during lunch, and they would like stand in like the dark area of the lunchroom and look out a bright window with the eye patch on because they were trying to even out their eyes. It was weird. Looking back on it, I'm like, that is the worst thing that I can imagine you doing. Because they essentially had one strong eye and one really bad,
Yeah.
like one that was like, 300 over 20 or whatever.
Personal example, my eyes before PRK, you didn't know me before I had glasses, or when I still had glasses.
Right.
Before I got my PRK surgery, I had, this eye was 150 over 20, and this one was 200 over 20. So there was like a 50-foot difference in sharpness. So while both eyes were pretty much garbage, my left eye, my dominant eye, was infinitely, like, 25% better than the other eye. So yeah, I can see the point of a monocle in that case, where if your eyesight's already closer to 20/20, why not run a monocle? And what you guys just put that
Instead of the would you go out of your way, because we can ask that in the variance of degrees.
Mm-hmm.
The third question is that would you take it to a group setting? Like, and that we can do qualifiers of two things of say like a party.
Okay.
Or would you sell it at your establishment? Not that either one of us have an establishment, but we have a certain concept of what we would want to be known to.
Yeah,
sell.
I've always snubbed my nose at quite a few restaurants. Variants of what they've deemed sellable.
I mean, you have to have the staples on draft, For those people that just come in and try to
Off like me.
yeah, the Budweiser, the Bud Light, the Coors.
Yeah, but when that's all you have.
Yes. Yeah, that's where I draw the line. Oh, we need to do Revolver. We really need to do
What?
Revolver. Revolver, it's a local brewery in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's fantastic. We had it at my sister's wedding. We had a keg. It's fantastic. Our beers are way past chill. That's what my zone out was. I was like, time to check on the beers. Let's not move.
From this reading up that I did on wheat, rice meals, in bottle is best.
Okay. Now, with these, I can't tell what's going on. Like I don't. You're nowhere near it. You're nowhere near it. You're just reaching off into space. But, so does it talk about components for? Because
it kind of varies from rice beer to rice beer, but they seem to all be mostly floral.
okay, do you want a glass anyways?
I might take I might pour some in just for I might pour some in for demonstrational purposes of what it looks like. Let's not have that product placement when we go to do our full video.
Right.